A text lit my screen on a gray Tuesday. Family dinner Friday. Mom's making your favorite. Be here at 6. Dylan posted it in the group thread. Hearts and see you there stacked within minutes. 3 hours later, I sent okay. No one reacted. That's my place with them. Present, but easy to crop out. From the 42nd floor, Seattle was a pane of late October light. Inside, my dashboard scrolled. Millions of users, revenue climbing, servers steady. Pulsecast Analytics, the company I started at 23, turns behavior into forecast so clients act before the storm. Our Series D is closed, valuation past $4 billion, the paper's cool in the safe. Tomorrow, Bloomberg runs a feature. I haven't told my family. Authority speaks louder than I do. In Bellevue, I was the odd gear in a polished machine. Dylan went varsity to USC to Wharton to managing director. Sabrina marched from debate captain to Yale to Harvard Law to partner. I was the girl carrying a laptop like a life raft, coding through lunch while homecoming roared elsewhere. Learn people skills, Mom would say. Tech is a tool, Dad would add. Solid means engineering, not internet hobbies. I tried engineering for other people and lasted 3 months. What I craved was ownership, of vision, of risk, of the long night. 2 startups died under me. At holidays, they called it character building. I called it tuition. Friday arrives wet and cold. I drive my stubborn Subaru to my parents' minimalist box. Dylan's BMW and Sabrina's Audi glitter in the drive. Mom opens the door, warmth spilling out. Elise, you're freezing, eat. I step into heat, brace for the old script, and flip my phone to Do Not Disturb. Dad's news channel hummed in the den while the kitchen steamed with rosemary and butter. Dylan leaned on the island like a talk show guest. How's the internet venture, Lise? First million yet? Sabrina poured wine, lawyer calm. Be nice, she's very committed to her project. It's my company, I said, hanging my coat. We sell predictive tools on subscription tiers. How many clients actually pay? Sabrina asked. Hundreds, I said. Dylan's eyebrows lifted. NDAs when it's time to prove it, yeah? He smiled in that tutored way successful men do when they're certain of the lesson. Mark, her husband, added softly, Your website looks legit. Did you hire an agency? I built it, I said. Dad carved with surgeon neatness. Elise, do you support yourself with this? I'm doing fine. Fine isn't a number, Dylan said. Team size? I measured the air and let silence be its own statistic. She doesn't want to say, he concluded, amused. 3 people? 4? Mom called us to the table, a choreography we've done forever. Roasted chicken, garlic potatoes, carrots glossed with honey. I chewed, nodding through advice disguised as affection, through offers to pass my resume to a friend at Amazon. It's astonishing how often love speaks fluent condescension. Then the anchor's voice cut across the dining room. Breaking tonight from Seattle, Pulsecast Analytics closes Series D at a $4.2 billion valuation. Founder and CEO, 30-year-old Elise Hart, is slated for a Bloomberg feature tomorrow morning. My press photo, the navy blazer one, filled the screen. The table stilled. Dylan dropped his fork. Sabrina went paper white. Dad's hand trembled around the remote. Mom covered her mouth. Is Dylan managed? It is, I said. Phones erupted like hail. Headlines stacked, my name repeating. I stood, suddenly practical. The announcement leaked early. Comms will need me. Dad rose automatically. Of course. Don't answer reporters, I added, slipping on my coat. I'll send talking points. In the foyer, Mom caught my wrist, eyes wet. Elise, we didn't know. You weren't looking, I said gently, and stepped into the rain. Rain threaded the windshield home. In my 7th floor place, comms had the play. Lean into the leak, advance the feature, post numbers, and thanks. I approved copy, pinged my COO, and sent my family talking points. At midnight, the story dropped. Messages piled, founders, students, a nurse. Your story made me open my laptop again. I didn't watch the morning interview. I'd lived it. By 10, I had coffee and a schedule. The doorbell at 10:30, my parents, Dylan, Sabrina, Mark. No cameras, only faces. "We were wrong," Dylan said. "Not about success, about you." "We liked advising you," Sabrina added. "More than listening." I let them in. We sat among relics, my dented desk, server stickered like a suitcase. They asked real questions. I answered 23 no's before one yes, the loneliest nights, the line of code that finally sang. "So what now?" Dad asked. "Now I run my company," I said. "If you want to be in my life, believe me when there isn't a headline." Mom nodded, crying. "We'll learn." At the door, Dylan hesitated. "If you stumble, we'll still be here." "That's the belief that counts," I said. Seattle brightened. My phone buzzed. I silenced it. Let quiet name what I'd built. Not just a business, but a self no longer waiting to be seen.